We are live. Yay, it actually worked.
There we go.
Well, welcome to So Get This. And my very special guest here is Mr. Connor Stanhope.
Hello.
Hey, Connor, what's up?
I'm pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm
That's
good. Let me switch this so it's not my face. They see it's yours. There you go. Where are you? Wow, the tech stuff's starting already, guys. It's okay. Now it's a party. Here we go. Well, I first of all want to thank you so much for taking the time out to do this. This is really, really amazing, and
thank you for having me on it.
Oh, awesome, awesome. So let's start with. Oh, we're getting some highs and shout outs already. Alfie Hughes saying hi. Nicole saying hi.
Hello.
So I was going through IMDb just to get some background on you, and you've got a lot of film and TV going on.
Somewhat, a little bit. Been doing it since I was like I want to say 6 or 7, so good 11, 12 years now.
Wow. Yeah, you're a veteran at a very young age.
Thank you.
Do you have a preference of what medium you prefer, TV or film, or is there something that you've not done yet that you'd like to try, like stage or something else?
I mean, I love both film and TV. As far as stage goes, that's frightening on another level. I don't think I could do that. That's I did it once when I was when I was in school. And how old must I have been? 5 or 6, maybe. I did this. Yeah, it was a long time ago. Anyways, I'm not too keen on stage. It's not that I don't like it as an art form or as a form of acting. It's just I'm particularly scared of getting on stage and acting.
Well, it's a totally different experience, right?
Yeah.
Because you don't have reviews.
Yeah, you got to be right on top of it. It's it takes so much work. The people who actually do stage stuff, I respect them so much. They put in so much time to do what they do, and they're amazing at it. But as far as picking between TV and movies, I'd say maybe I'm gonna just say movies, just on the fact that I watch more movies than TV. So. That's literally the only reason. Yeah, otherwise they're pretty much the same, I mean, one goes on for longer than the other. Generally, if a TV show like Supernatural, what is it, 11 seasons now?
It's now renewed for its 12th season. It just season 12.
That's ridiculous.
The season finale was this past Wednesday.
I don't think it's ever gonna end. I don't think so. It's crazy.
I'm trying to remember, was it Misha who tweeted today? Somebody tweeted or posted somewhere, one of the actors, that Supernatural brought over $500 million into Canada last year.
I believe it. That show has such a following.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. So yeah, no, I don't feel like that's an exaggeration even in the slightest.
I don't know if it will go away anytime soon.
No.
Speaking of which, you have, also going through your credits, you have 6 degrees of separation for Supernatural in many different directions.
Yeah.
You were in American Mary that had several actors that appeared on the show. You were also in The Shrine, which had also a very notable actor from Supernatural, Cindy Sampson, who played Lisa Braden. Mm-hmm. And you yourself have been on the show twice. You were in the Real Ghostbusters in season 5, and you were in this past season, the Chitters. So what do you feel? How do you feel your two experiences differed from each other, or were they pretty much the same?
I want to say that they're somewhat the same, although it's harder to speak on the Real Ghostbusters because that was a while ago, and it's just time is flying by so much since then. So it's kind of hard to recollect what it was like being on set. I remember vague things, but yeah, I mean, they were pretty much the same. I mean, everyone who works on that show, they're just the nicest people. and like all the cast and the crew, and it's just, yeah, it's great. They're very family, and I would understand that considering they've been doing it for, well, what's going to come up to be 12 seasons. So
yeah,
so
something's working.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's going to keep working as well. Got more and more seasons to come.
The fan art that's out there for like season 58 or whatever.
Yeah.
Look up like future season fan art. It's really, really entertaining. Yeah. Also, I noticed that you've done a lot of short films. For example, Lemon and Lemonade, Runaway, and The Velveteen Rabbit.
Yeah.
What is it about doing short films that you like so much?
I feel like with short films, they can be like kind of more intimate in a way. I feel like you really get to know everyone, not just the actors, but the cast and crew. And it's just like when you're working, everything just tends to flow. And like, I mean, it could work like that with very long running shows as well. But I feel like when it really is like an independent film or a short film or just kind of something low budget, it just tends to be everyone's around each other a lot more, and there's not as much like switching out over the years. Because I mean, you could imagine over 12 seasons how many of like the crew and cast, like how many of like delved into other things or like just moved on from it. So it's like, yeah, I think it's a bit more intimate, and in some ways that can be nice.
That's true. And from talking to other people that also do short films, something they also brought up too is that short films, like you mentioned, the budget's completely different. So, the work dynamics are different. People take it more personally. They take the work more personally. They have more of an emotional investment. Do you feel that that's also the case? Yeah,
no, definitely. I feel like that could definitely apply for doing something more low budget or a short film. And also with those, like when you're really putting your time into it, it's like that's pretty much the only one that's going to be made. So if you can make that perfect, then it'll just be like a really good film. It's great.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. You do a lot of horror genre, which is amazing. That's like my thing.
I love horror. It's great.
Are there other genres that you like to do?
Horror
is amazing.
I don't really think I've gotten a chance.
Do you do other? I'm sorry. I think there's a little tech thing going on. Okay, you froze for a second. I didn't hear what you said. Sorry.
It's all good. No worries. There was a little bit of a delay. I think I do love horror. I mean, a lot of people do. One of those people who actually don't like it is my girlfriend. I don't think we'll ever watch a horror movie together. But I think I love horror, but I feel like it would be really cool to like. I haven't done a proper comedy film per se, and I feel like doing something like that would be really fun because I'm into very like crude comedy as well, and I just like delving into something like that would just be like it would be so much fun to be on set of a film like that with a bunch of like funny, hilarious people. There's certain things I'm not too into, like Disney type stuff, and kind of more of the overacting. It's not my thing. It's not also that I just don't like it. It's also that I can't really do it. It's just, it feels so unnatural and like just so weird. It's just, I couldn't do anything like Disney, but like, comedies, just more dramatic stuff. And then horror, that's like top notch. That's what I like.
Totally.
Yeah.
So Freddy or Jason, who are you for? Freddy versus Jason, who are you for?
Freddy. Getting into your nightmares and stuff, that's so personal. That's scary as hell.
Isn't that scarier? I mean, Jason is just a big brute who, chops you up. A Freddy messes with your head. I love it.
Messes with you mentally, and then he can kill you in your head pretty much. It's just, That's way more sinister and scary.
Absolutely.
Definitely
Oh, we're getting a lot of Freddies in the chat window.
Yeah.
And straight. So do you have any future aspirations outside of the industry, or do you think this is what you're focusing on?
I definitely want to keep acting. I mean, it's been like such a big part of my life. It doesn't even feel like there was a point where I wasn't acting. So other than that, yeah, I'm gonna stick with acting, but I do want to like delve into other things. Like I'm really into clothing and fashion, so I feel like designing clothes would be a big thing for me. I'd love to do that. And
oh, how cool.
Yeah, so stuff like that. I really like photography as well. Yeah, I'd say those types of things.
That's great. I mean, it's interesting to hear that you have a lot of different creative outlets as well. It's, because your actors tend to be outside of acting. They're also very creative individuals that focus their energies into things like that.
Yeah, I like. I like the idea of designing clothing. I love photography. I love graphic design. I love, just creating stuff. It's great. It's I feel like I'm really drawn to do that. If I'm not like making stuff, I don't really know what else I'd be doing, because I constantly like to come up with ideas. Like my head's very racy, so it's like I feel like I constantly have to be doing stuff. So I feel like, making clothes and taking photos and making graphics on Photoshop is kind of, it's nice. It's relaxing as well. And then also like once you do it and you get something really good, you just feel so satisfied.
That's very true. That's very true. It's almost, it's a level of satisfaction that you can't get from, having something imposed on you that you don't want to do. When it's something that your heart's in and you see the end result of it, there's nothing better than that feeling. I know the feeling very well.
Yeah, it's great. Especially with what you're doing as well, like creating this whole live show to talk to people. Like that must feel great, especially when you get people watching it and you're able to get guests on.
Yeah, this has been, this was an accident.
Yeah.
The show, I've had it now for, I want to say a couple of years, but it was a complete fluke. I vend at the Supernatural conventions. I'm a jewelry designer. And there was a company
I saw your Etsy page. I looked at it in the emails. And I looked at all the like the necklaces and stuff that you made. I like the ones where like the wings are separate from the actual angel body, so it's almost like they could kind of move when you're wearing it. I like those. They're cool.
Oh, thank you. I was gonna send you one anyway.
Really?
So if you want to, yeah, totally. You tell me which one you want. Absolutely.
Okay. I'll let you know.
You let me know, and don't be shy.
Okay.
Tell me which one for real. And but yeah, so being creative and then happening upon something like by accident too that you actually enjoy doing too. That's just, you can't put words to it. You can't put a tag on it either.
Yeah.
Let me ask you. Let's see. I'm looking at my cheat sheet because I can't remember anything. I can't even remember
As actors need it as well. It's that moment where like all of a sudden it's your turn to talk and you're like, I don't know my line.
Do you find that that's one of the biggest challenges when you're is it the
I don't know if it's the biggest, but it's one of those things that's so annoying and it just keeps happening all the time no matter what.
Oh wow.
Especially when you like it's always on one particular line for like 5 takes in a row. That stuff happens.
What's the most takes you had to do on the same line?
On the same line? Oh man,
yeah.
I don't know. Like I don't know, actually. Like, it's pretty random. Sometimes it just keeps escaping you. I remember I was filming a scene recently for this thing called Garage Sale Mysteries on Hallmark Channel, and just every time it would come to this one particular line, it was just like, just leaves your head for some reason. You're remembering it up into the moment, and you're saying it in your head like, oh, this is what it's gonna be. Just remember, just get to that point. And you get to that point where you have to set up and say your line, and you're just like, I don't know it.
You just throw. I took acting classes here and there, so I have like absolutely no professional experience whatsoever. And I just remember like my final year-end project that I had to do, and I had it was great until we had to actually do the production as the final.
That's exactly when it messes up.
Every other line.
All practicing goes perfect. As soon as you get to where you actually have to do it, everything goes wrong.
We have a question from the chat window. Alpha Male, who is a regular line, he's asking, Connor, what was your favorite part of being on Supernatural?
My favorite part of being on Supernatural? What was my favorite part? Well, which one though? I guess we could say for both.
Both, yeah.
Yeah. I really like special effects makeup as well and stuff like that. So when you go on set and you get to see for the one that I did recently, like the actual monster costume from the thing that was dragging me away, or even just like the props, like in the Real Ghostbusters when we had those like rusty knives. Those were pretty cool. Seeing stuff like that on set is just, I always used to be really into like props and special effects, and I really wanted to like make those and pursue that when I was a bit younger, and then I kind of just started to flow out of that for some reason. But yeah, I think those are some of my favorite things about being on Supernatural set in general, considering, it's all like mythology and crazy stuff, and just like there's so much that they can work with in the way of props and like special effects. It's awesome to see, especially if you were.
I can't even imagine what that experience is like. If you were allowed to bring home one prop and only one prop from, and it doesn't have to be necessarily from your episode, but from anything that you know of the show, what would it be?
Oh man, what would I take? Oh, that's a good question. I have no idea. Like, I think I would just want the rusty knives that I was gonna. That I was gonna like scalp the guy with, because that was the first time I was ever on Supernatural, and like I'm probably, unless they go for like another 8 years, which possibly, then maybe I'll be on it again.
Hey, there are people that have been on that show multiple times, as you know. So, and no one really dies on the show. And I just want to put it out there, please, no one start sending Connor rusty knives in the mail. No. That's, I'm sure, illegal somehow.
The ones that we had on set were flimsy. They were fake. I don't want real rusty knives.
Fake rusty knives might be, if they're made out of rubber or something.
Or like, anything like that. You can send it my way, then. That's all right.
Okay, Alfie has a question, and she's asking, if you could play any character on Supernatural, who would it be and why?
Why is the name escaping me? What's the angel guy's name again? He's pretty badass.
Castiel.
There we go.
Castiel.
Yep, there we go.
Totally. There we go.
Dude, angel wings.
Totally. You have a thing for angel wings, apparently.
It's cool, man. Imagine just being able to sprout giant wings from your back and stuff.
Oh, totally.
That'd be crazy.
You need to get yourself to a convention, because you will see people, you will see fans that walk around with wings that.
Oh yeah. No, I've been to a couple of conventions. Like, what's the one that comes here? It's oh my god.
FanCon.
What?
VanCon is by that happened.
Is it that one? I think no. It's called Fan Expo.
Oh, I've heard of that. I've heard of that one too. Okay.
Yeah, that one's cool. I've been to that twice. I haven't been to many conventions though. I've been to Fan Expo 2 times in a row, and then I went to GenreCon, which was just this little convention that this guy that I know was starting. So I went out to Ontario to go there for a couple days. Other than that, I haven't been to many conventions. I'd like to go to more though.
Yeah, you should try to, when VanCon happens, and I don't remember when that is, you should try to just poke your head in.
Yeah.
You know, that would be so fun. You would get a whole other level of appreciation for the insanity that is the supernatural fandom.
Yeah, of course.
If you haven't gotten a taste of that yet, you will.
Not just yet, but it'll happen. They'll swarm at some point.
Well, I know you're on a very tight schedule, so we're just going to do 2 more questions and then our big announcement. How does that sound?
Sure. Yeah, whatever works.
Okay, perfect. Because Connor does have to go in a few minutes, and I want to be respectful of his schedule. So we're going to take Nicole's question, and then he's going to make a special announcement for the winners of the PhoenixCon-Test. So Nicole's asking, do you have any funny behind-the-scenes stories or memories from either episode you're on?
Man, like I kind of said earlier, as far as the first episode, it's a little vague.
I know, it was a very long time ago.
It's a little bit vague.
But
and for the second one, I don't know, like, there's not too many moments from last time that particularly stands out to me. It's just all around just great being on set because of the people you're surrounded by. It's like, you know, even going into like the hair and makeup trailer, they're all nice, and like, you know, working with like the second ADs, the first ADs, directors, cinematographers, just everything. That everyone is so nice on the set, and it makes you feel at the time like you're not really working, and it's nice that way. I mean,
that's an amazing feeling.
It's true, yeah. Like, if you don't have to feel like you're ever working a day in your life, when you actually are, like, you're set, you're good.
Absolutely. That's what the saying is, right? If you're doing what you love, you'll never work a day in your life.
It's true. No, it's absolutely true. So yeah, I mean, those great memories all around.
That's great to hear. Yeah. That's very great to hear.
I don't know if that was a bit of a cop-out answer, but it's true.
That wasn't a cop-out answer at all. That was a very good explanation. Thank you. I mean, it's not always, pranking and punking people behind the scenes.
Yeah.
There's also other things that happen behind the scenes that are very nice experiences.
Mm-hmm.
So are you ready to announce so do we do the grand prize winner first, or do we do the runner-up?
I was about to ask you, should we do the runner-up or grand?
Okay, we'll do the runner-up first.
Sure. Okay.
So the runner-up, who will be receiving a one-hit wonder of mine that is not in my shop. This is a never-before-seen piece.
Ooh.
Take it away.
Susan Boss? I hope I'm not butchering that, but
yeah, we're probably butchering her name. I have no idea.
Boos. So
yes, she lives in Germany. That much I know. So Susan, our apologies, because I know neither Connor nor I know how to say your name properly.
But congratulations.
And now, drum roll, the grand prize winner who will get a free general admission pass to PhoenixCon.
Becky Maddox.
Becky Maddox. Woo! Woo! Becky, you have 48 hours to contact me.
On Phoenix, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm really excited that I can do that.
Yeah. No,
so yeah. Awesome. So Becky, you just contact me within 48 hours to confirm that you can go, and then We'll work out the details from there. And then this is my video bomber extraordinaire. She makes sure she crashes every interview I do.
Yeah.
This is my daughter Raven. This is Connor.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Okay. Say nice to meet you too.
Nice to meet you too.
You didn't hear him say that? Oh, okay. Okay, so then I have one more question.
Sure.
Okay, you just have to complete the sentence. It's a really easy one. All you need is...
Love the Beatles. Definitely.
You're a Beatles fan?
Yeah.
Oh!
Listen.
Raven, who's your favorite band?
In Supernatural?
No. Who's your favorite music? Oh, you're supposed to say the Beatles. Okay, I failed. I failed as a parent.
No, you got this. You still have time.
Oh, they listen to the Beatles and a lot of the Ramones and Green Day and stuff too. But the Beatles are a big part of what they listen to. So I'm happy to hear that you're a Beatles fan too. That just upped your cool factor even more. Will you stop? What are you doing?
Looking?
Motorcycles driving by.
Oh, that's why my volume's changing. A friend of mine bought this for me, and I'm not even sure how to use it exactly.
Uh-oh.
Like, I know it's supposed to be plugged in. I don't know what this button does. I know nothing.
Who friends?
Cat.
Cat?
Cat. Alpha Mel's asking me. We're on Google Hangouts.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Well, do you have any last parting words of wisdom for our audience?
Yeah, just like be really happy with life. I mean, like obviously some things can drag you down, and there's a lot that you. Sometimes there's some things that you can't really help. Like sometimes you'll be sad if you're sad, but really just trying to be positive and looking for the things in your life that really like bring you up and make you happy just makes it helps all around. Like really, if you're ever feeling down, you got to really think about the things that you do have and try and dwell on the positives and not the negatives.
That's so true.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Maggie's
very
here, our cat.
Hello, kitty.
That's Maggie. She's
Maggie.
She's only a year old.
Yes.
Wow, it's a big cat.
She's the epitome of evil.
Uh-oh. I used to have a cat that was evil. Her name was Pudding.
I'm sorry?
I used to have a cat that was evil. Her name was Pudding. She was really evil. Nah, she was all right.
No, my cat's trying to kill me slowly. Well, so happy that you were able to spend some time with us today. I really appreciate it. I know how busy you are. This means a lot to all of us. And I meant what I said. Let me know which piece you have to. I'm going to hound you.
100%. I promise I will let you know.
And, keep in touch. And we're going to keep in touch with everything that you've been working on. We're really excited to see your new stuff coming out.
Mm-hmm. If you ever want to do something like this ever again, just ask.
Oh, I would be happy to have you back on. I'm so glad you are too. Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Bye.
Raven says bye. She's like, bye.
Bye, everybody.
Have a good night, Connor. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for doing this. Bye.
Thank you so much.
Mom,
bye.
why is your face red?
My face is always red. All right, good night, everyone. We're going to cut the broadcast. Thank you for hanging out, and congratulations.
Hope you had a good time. Congratulations, Becky and Susan.
Thank you. All right, take care.